May the force be with you. 2022. I'm driving to my W-2. Boy, this is going to be a little bit different kind of video, but I got to bring up the elephant in the room. That's not me. As I was driving home last night and then I was driving in today, I noticed that gas has shot up to $3.99 here in St. Louis again. That's a scary number. Now, as far as the way I think, I've been basing everything I do on $4 a gallon for a little while now. So that's not the number that's a bad number. I don't like that number. But that's not the number that scares me. It's the number on the other side of that number that's really scary, and that's $5.19. $5.19 is the price of diesel fuel. That's insane. What happens is that drives up the price of everything. Because as we participate in, absolutely everything gets delivered. So that is going to drive inflation, continue to drive inflation. And until that $5.19 price stabilizes or starts to come down, it's going to be a rough go. And who I worry about the most is my DoorDash brothers and sisters. That's where my heart still is, really. Even though I pretty much have transitioned to Walmart Spark, most of my friends and stuff that still do get delivery don't work for Walmart Spark. They work for DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, whatever. I would say that the majority of my subscribers probably do DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats way more than Walmart Spark. The whole reason why I added Walmart Spark to the things I was willing to do were the gas prices. And that's going to lead to my next thought. And I've made this point a few times, that the sustainability of all this, especially as your primary income, is suspect to questionable. The whole thing, the whole gig is gotta make you think. Now the effect on the drivers is, depending on your gas mileage, is somewhat minimal. But for that to last, it has to stay at $4 a gallon. Once it starts getting higher, then the more impact it even has on the sustainability of just the gas. I more worry about people saying, well, I'm not going to eat that. The one thing we're going to stop doing is eating out. That's the first thing a lot of people cut out. So that's why it really affects DoorDash way more than it would affect Walmart Spark. How would it affect Walmart Spark, though? That all those drivers that were working for DoorDash want to come to Walmart Spark. And then that drives down the cost of what Walmart Spark may be willing to pay their drivers. Because the market for drivers would be so saturated. All that would take a while. That's not going to happen overnight. If you do read social media, though, which I do, you'll see that a lot of people who work for Walmart Spark say already the pay is not as good as it used to be. Of course, that's kind of the nature of social media in general. So everything's negative. So I'm just going to put this out there. I used to do DoorDash full time, absolutely killed it. As people know, who've watched the channel the whole time, I probably gained a lot of the subscribers I have during that time. Where I made $1,900 a couple weeks doing DoorDash, made $1,800 a week doing DoorDash, made $17 over doing DoorDash. We're not just talking about 1 week or 1 month. This was over several months. 1 week I only worked 5 days and made $1,650. That's where I developed the whole 300 that you need to make $300 every time you work full time. That's where all that got developed, and I've just continued it on. There's some principles that if you follow, no matter what gig delivery work you're doing, you can make that much. But I digress. And then what I ended up doing while I was making all that money is I continued to look for a W-2. Now, I was really picky and turned down some jobs, which surprised even me and more so my wife. I said, no, I'm not doing that job. No, I'm not going to do that one. Nope. It allowed me to be very selective, and then I ended up choosing what I think is the perfect job for me. And since I made that decision, my success has skyrocketed. Now $1,900 would be I can't say that's a bad week. I would say that's would be below average for sure, below the normal amount. We're not going to say bad. We're going to say below the normal amount. Now, now last week I made about $2,000, right at $2,000. Now, the 3 weeks before that, my schedule changed a little bit because I'm trying to help out my W-2. I'm sacrificing some money to help out my W-2 right now, but that's looking up. I think within a month or two, I'll be back on my 4x4 schedule. But the 3 weeks before that, I made $2,800, and $2,500. As much as making $1,900 doing DoorDash was great, and made me a DoorDash legend in my own mind. And I was so unbelievably humbled and grateful and blessed to make that money. Keep making the decision not to have this gig delivery work as my number one source of income was an amazing decision so far. Now I did that in November. It's May, so we're working on 6 months. So I'm just putting out there that you at least have to question the sustainability of gig delivery work as your primary income. And I'm definitely not the only person on YouTube that's going to make that point. The Walmart app crashed yesterday for a lot of people. Now, I don't know if it did here in St. Louis. I didn't work yesterday. It happened during the day, too, which I was at my W-2. And we all know the DoorDash app crashes a fair amount, too. Deactivation. I mean, hey, the other day I mentioned this, that I'm pretty sure I delivered the groceries to the wrong house. Did Walmart nobody ever called me. The customers didn't call me. Walmart never called me, nothing. Never heard anything about it. But I did notice I didn't get any tips for either one of those deliveries. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I tried to call the customer. I tried to get them to come to the door and discuss it with them, but they wouldn't do that. So, blah, blah, blah. That's how that went down. Could I have gotten deactivated for that? I don't know. Did I call support and tell them? No. Because I wasn't 100% positive. And why bring drama to your life that you don't have to? It was just an unbelievably honest mistake. But who knows? Who knows what reasoning they could give for deactivating you. DoorDash and Walmart Spark, I've read it more than a bunch of times, will deactivate you for no reason. Now, I used to question that, but I don't question it near as much as I used to, and I'm going to tell you why. I got a contract violation. I've only ever had one contract violation with DoorDash ever, and it was bogus. I got a contract violation for not delivering food to somebody. Basically what the claim was made that I picked up food from Chipotle and I did not take it to the house. It was a situation where it was supposed to be a non-contact delivery, and the person came to the door and grabbed the food. And somehow I got a contract violation saying I never delivered it. It was bogus. It was bogus. That never happened. But I did, and they ended up taking the contract violation off, the whole 9 yards. Well, Walmart Spark don't have contract violations. They just deactivate you, I guess. And there's so many people, we kind of discussed this a minute ago, there's so many people that want to sign up for Walmart Spark that they don't care. There's really, at least DoorDash has a system of contract of dispute resolution. I don't know. I think Walmart has one. They'll just deactivate you, and that's the way it is. And that would be devastating. And then there's a car issue. My car has been in the shop several times since I've been working for DoorDash. One reason that it has been is I tend to keep it really maintained because I need it. So, and everybody's so short of employees. Every time your car goes to the shop, you can plan on it being there for a week. Things like that. So, there's a lot of thought process that goes into all that. Whether or not you should make this your primary income or have a lot of backups. I'm a big preacher in that you should be signed up for everything. Now, I haven't signed up for Instacart, but maybe I should. Anybody that knows me knows that it would be a big step, for sure, because I can't imagine doing Instacart. But maybe at some point I might have to get my car detailed and think about Uber and Lyft. I mean, it's that serious, man. Well, that's enough. Debbie Downer on May the 4th.